us where it's at, so when we on the field of court, they better be aware of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Floyd? Yeah, it's Collinsville. And yes, I'm glad to say that I'm a Kahok. I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long, I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class of 1, 2, but we're number 1. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the chief and crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play with sports. I play my cards right, now we're good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm in the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, sophomores,
High school champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collinsville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good evening, everyone, as we welcome you to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here on the campus of Collinsville High School as we get you set for some boys high school basketball. I am Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be along here in just a little while as we welcome you into the Chiropractic Works pregame show. Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. He and his crew are focused on helping as many people as possible live high-quality lives all through chiropractic care and wellness. You can visit Dr. McCluskey at Chiropractic Works in Collinsville, 410 Regency Center, just off of the Beltline Road in Collinsville, or you can give them a call at 343-3602, online, chiropracticworkscollinsville.com. We are here tonight because your Collinsville boys basketball team returns home after a successful one-night outing in the O'Fallon Shootout, as your Kahawks are here to host the Granite City Warriors, former participants in the Southwestern Conference. Warriors are now an independent school, so they come in with no conference affiliation, and therefore they are not in the standings for anything. They're all alone in their own little area. So Collinsville, they come in with a record of 21-3. They are coached by Darren Lee. He is in his 10th year, and as the head coach of Collinsville, Coach Lee now has 161 wins to go along with 133 losses. Granite City, they come into this contest at 11-10. They are coached by Gerard Moore. He is in his second year, and he now sports a 20-29 record if you take in the 11-10 record for this year. Had a chance a little while ago to catch up and talk things over with Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. We talked about a few different subjects this time around, including the game last night against Springfield Lamphere and a little preview of what to expect tonight versus Granite City. That and some other fun stuff that we talked about as well, and that conversation comes your way next as the Chiropractic Works pregame show continues here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network as we're back at home tonight. As your Collinsville Kahawks, fresh off of their win last night in the O'Fallon shootout, are on home court taking on the Granite City Warriors. Joining us now is Collinsville head coach Darren Lee. Coach, let's go for a hypothetical situation here for a moment. Let's say that I have the power to give you the power to do anything you wanted, to change anything you wanted in the game of high school basketball in the state of Illinois. What, if anything, would you change?
Well, I'd have a shot clock. I think we should have a shot clock. But that's a national federation. You know, I think there's 8 states that have it somehow, but I would do that.
Any chance that you could see the state ever doing that?
I think it's got to come from the National Federation, Federation of High Schools. Then they will. But until the Federation of High Schools decides to have it, you know, the state for some reason won't do it. Because I even asked to do it in our tournament, we couldn't do that.
So if you were allowed to do that, what would be your reasoning to do it? I'm going to automatically think of Mike Waldo ball.
No, it's more of just of development of players for the next level, just development in general. Every country at this age of kid, we're the only country that doesn't have it for shot clocks for 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. So I just think from that perspective, we should also have it. I think it develops players better. You know, you're moving up and down the floor. You've got to get into an offense quickly. It's something that you're going to play in the college. You're going to have a shot clock, so you might as well get used to it.
Would that be the only thing you would change?
Well, I mean, you mean like go back to 2 classes? Well, yeah, that would be the other one if we could do that. Sure, absolutely.
So you're happy with everything else? You're happy with the playoff format and the way all that stuff shakes down and everything?
Well, I mean, obviously we're 4 classes. It would be the 2 classes was better, especially I think for the state of Illinois basketball and obviously also for Collinsville. But yeah, then you know the state format's not very good for us just because of the distance between the teams. So for 4A, there's just not very many around us. But that's just something. That's just the way it is. So, yeah.
Let me ask you this: high school basketball and pro basketball does quarters, but the college game does halves. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that's strange. I never have figured that out. It's just the way it's always been. They have talked about, along with the shot clock, 2 18-minute halves for high school basketball. So, you know, that really doesn't matter to me. I wouldn't see any difference there. I never have figured out why that is. I don't know.
Neither do I. You're in the same boat. All right, let's go to last night's game against Springfield Lamfair. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, you know, we got to win. We kind of had a few too many turnovers first half, I thought, in the half-court offense. Few unforced errors, but got a big game out of Rayshon Taylor. Marshall Harrison played well. Zane got us going early. Squan Smith got in foul trouble. That hurt. You know, we had to play without him in the third quarter, so that was something we haven't had to do. But we kind of slowly put them away in the third and fourth quarter. And even though they had one kid that's just come back from an injury, had a great game. You know, he just been playing a week. Hemingway had 35. So.
Did you know that Marshall Harrison in that game last night picked up point number 700 as a Kahok?
No, I did not. I knew he had over 500, but no, I did not know that.
Did you know that if Kadrian Jones gets 6 rebounds here tonight, he's going to have 400 as a Kahok?
No, didn't know that either. Didn't know any of that, no.
I know that these aren't like huge milestones. Like, you know, I think the record's like 650 rebounds for a whole season or a whole career as a Kahok. I think, yeah, I know it's over 600. So KJ's not going to get there, but still in this day and age of high school basketball, getting to 400 is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's good. You got to play a lot of games. Yeah, the Kahok records in rebounding are probably never going to be broken. That, like, in the 57 team had like a zillion of them. Those guys did, but yeah, those are good. Those are good milestones.
All right, you have Granite City tonight. This is a team that was in the Prairie Farms tournament, but you guys did not play them. Did you have any times where you were able to watch them during the tournament?
Yeah, I watched 2 or 3 of their games. I definitely watched them play Lincoln because, well, we played the winner of that game, and they played Lincoln tough. They beat MacArthur. They really had a good tournament. When they were here, so they've had. I don't think they had a real good tournament in Nashville for them, but they're a dangerous team. They've got some pieces that are pretty good, and Zidane Moore and Watson and some of those guys. So they're good players, and they've been playing varsity basketball 2 or 3 years. So they're definitely a dangerous team.
So what are you looking for out of your team tonight?
Well, hopefully we can. Hopefully we can defend those guys. We're going to try to press them. We're going to try to go back to our diamond press. We haven't done that for a few games. We've been away from it. But that takes a lot of energy, and it takes a lot of energy to do that for a long period of time. So we're going to have, after last night's game, we're really going to have to bring it and bring some guys off the bench to help us. But hopefully we can do that, and they're probably going to zone us, so we're going to have to knock down some shots at times. If you're going to get zoned, you're going to have to make some outside shots. That's why the Highland game is close. They zoned us, and we made no outside shots. So we're going to have to knock some down.
Thanks for the visit, Coach. Good luck.
Okay, thanks, Doug.
That is head coach Darren Lee of your Collinsville Kahawks. We'll take a break, give you the starting 5 for each team, and some more names and numbers. All that and more coming up on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today, 618-344-2800, or on the Missouri side, 314-241-5253, or online, lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside.
Hey guys, I'm Dr. Chris McCluskey, and I'm excited to be here talking to you about one of our favorite products that we offer to the practice members in our office. It's called Rico's Bioenergy Band. Now, over the last 15 years that I've been in health and wellness, we've been blessed to grow one of the busiest pediatric and family wellness centers in the United States, where we've helped tens of thousands, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people. So today we're going to talk about Rico's Bioenergy Bands. It's a simple band that you wear around your wrist or your ankle. We even have dog bands. What the Bioenergy Band does, it helps you live a higher quality of life, which is exactly what my purpose in life is to help as many people live as high quality of life for as long as possible. So we're going to introduce to you Rico, the band, the science and technology. We're going to perform a test for y'all to show you how the product works.
I'm Rico with Rico's Bioenergy. I created Rico's Bioenergy wristbands. We've been around for around 7 years, and this company has grown to a $20 million company because we have a great product and it works.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Chiropractic Works pregame show here on the Kahok Sports Network. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be along here as soon as he fulfills his band duty obligations. And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium as we get you set for this game between Collinsville and Granite City. Kahok's 21-3 on the year, averaging scoring 67.2 points per game. Granite City is 11-10 on the year, and they are averaging scoring about 56.6 per game. The defense, real stingy for Collinsville. Matter of fact, they have the stingiest defense in the Southwestern Conference, only giving up 44.7 points per game, while Granite City is giving up 55.1. Last game out for Collinsville, they won last night, 76-59 over Springfield Lanphier. Now won 8 in a row, going for 9 in a row tonight, and if they can do that, that'll be the longest. Well, it already is the longest for Collinsville head coach Darren Lee as far as winning streaks are concerned. Going for the 13 straight that happened in the 1993-94 season under Bob Bone. Of course, the 1961 team won all 32 games they played, so that, of course, is going to be the biggest streak for 1 year, but not since the 93-94 season has Collinsville won this many games in a row. The Kahoks won 6 in a row in the 14-15 season. They had 3 6-game win streaks in the 11-12 season under Coach Lee, but nothing like this. 8 games in a row, have not lost since they lost to Springfield Southeast in the championship game of the Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament. So Collinsville looking for win number 9 in a row. In case you did not hear in the pregame show last night, Marshall Harrison picked up point number 700 in that victory. He now has 708, and Kadrian Jones picked up a few rebounds last night, 7 of them to be exact, and now he needs 6 rebounds here tonight to hit 400 rebounds for his career as a Kahok. For Granite City, they're coming off of a 80-65 win over Waterloo on Tuesday. Only 1 win streak they had. That's a 5-game win streak. That was from the 24th of November to the 14th of December. That December 14th game, that was at Edwardsville. They beat the Tigers 50-47, but since then they haven't fared that well. They went 2-2 in the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic. They lost the 5th place game to East St. Louis 77-58. Since then, they've gone 3-5, and they've only won 2 out of their last 7 games. What about the history, you ask? Glad that you did. Collinsville has had their way with Granite City over the last few years. The last 20 years is what we went back to. Collinsville has 35 wins and only 6 losses in that time. They are 1-1 in the playoffs, so 36-7 overall over the last 20 years. Won both games last year when Granite City was still in the Southwestern Conference. They won 65-45 at Granite City in that game. Rayshawn Taylor had 22 points and 6 rebounds, while Kadrian Jones had 15 points and 9 rebounds. Then in the rematch here at Collinsville High School, Kahoks won that one as well, 64-42. Taylor with 24 points in that one, and more impressively, he had 14 rebounds in that game. Marshall Harrison had 16 points. Kadrian Jones had 12 points and 11 rebounds in that contest. So over the 2 games last year, Taylor has 46 points and 20 rebounds, while Kadrian Jones has 27 points and 20 rebounds in those 2 games last year. Last loss against Granite City was back on February the 5th of 2016 right here on this floor, 67-58. The last time they lost both games, which will not happen anymore unless they, of course, they play in the Prairie Farms Holiday Classic, was in the 02-03 season. Coach Lee has an 18-2 record against Granite City in his 10th year as the head man of the Collinsville Kahawks basketball program. That's including a 0-1 mark in the playoffs, so 18-3 overall. The last time these two teams met in the playoffs was in that 2016 season, back on February the 26th. Collinsville lost that game 58-53, and that was at the Alton, and that was in the regional opener. The last win in the playoffs against Granite City, March of 02, 54-47 regional championship game. They lost to East St. Louis in the sectional semifinals just a couple of days later, 60-50. So you are all caught up in the world of what you need to know as far as this game is concerned. We'll keep our eye on Kadrian Jones. Again, he needs 7 rebounds to hit 400 for his career as a Kahawk. Here are your starting 5 for each side for Granite City under Coach Gerard Moore. Jerry Watson, the 5'11 senior, followed by another 5'11 senior in Devontae Mason. 5'8 senior Justin Wiley also in the starting mix, as is Keon White, a 6'3 junior, and the coach's son, Zidane Moore, the 6'2 senior. He leads their team with 203 points. He's the only one averaging double-digit points at 14.3, and he also leads from the free throw line at 82.9%, and he is shooting a robust 58% from beyond the three-point line at 29 for 50. For your Collinsville Kahawks, Zane Baker gets the starting nod. The 5'11 senior will be joined by Kawan Smith, the 5'9 junior. Rayshawn Taylor, the 6'1 junior, had 31 points in last night's win over Springfield Lanphier. Marshall Harrison, the 6'3 senior, eclipsed the 700-point total in last night's game. He now has 708 points as a Kahawk. And then we told you about Kadrian Jones. He'll round out the starting 5 for the Kahawks, the 6'6 junior, needing just 6 rebounds to get to 400. Zach Roseman is here with us. Strap on a headset there, young man. I want to talk to you a little bit. Zach's been a busy guy today. Spent the day over at Granite City taking in the regional wrestling match. And how'd that go?
Well, I mean, I guess I would say having 6 guys make sectionals and having 2 more in a position to make sectionals is a pretty good deal. I kind of got a feel for Drew Evans, though. In my opinion, he kind of got gypped a little bit by the refereeing, but
that happens in the world of sports, whether you're at the high school level, the college level, or the pro level. Just ask the New Orleans Saints.
oh man.
Opening tip-off won by Granite City, and here we go. Here is Devontae Mason. Mason brings the ball up to midcourt. By the way, the JV team won 74-49. Lopsided score considering that it was only a 2-point Kahawk lead at the end of the first half, so congratulations to the JV portion of the Kahawks. Here is a turnover right off the bat. Zidane Moore tried to corral the rebound, but couldn't quite find the handle on the ball as it went out of bounds, and now Collinsville will have the first opportunity to dent the scoreboard. Inbound pass comes all the way to midcourt to Marshall Harrison. Harrison brings it up over on the right side. We're just underway, 30 seconds in, as the ball gets tipped out of bounds by Keon White. Collinsville will inbound from in front of the Granite City bench.
Let's look for Collinsville to sort of take their time. Played pretty well. I was able to watch most of their game yesterday against Springfield Lanphier. Thank you to the O'Fallon broadcasting people for making that possible. And I think at times we looked a little bit flat. Really, it was quite a bit, even though we did wind up winning by 20 points or near enough to that. It was quite a bit closer to that until, I'd say, about the beginning of the fourth quarter. That was when Collinsville really pulled away. Lanphier had one guy, Larry Cunningham, I think, kind of a bench player, not really scoring a whole lot. I think he had like 35 points or something crazy like that.
We are over a minute into this one and still looking for our first score. Each team has had an opportunity. Here's Moore with a 3-point shot. That one falls all the way out the right side, and the rebound is picked up by Devontae Mason. Mason gives to Moore, and now Zidane Moore has the ball over on the right wing, but he backs it all the way up to midcourt. 6.5 minutes to go. here in this opening quarter. Here is Moore at the top of the key. Gives it up in the corner. Another three-point shot. That one rolls across the rim. Rebound belongs to Collinsville as Kawan Smith comes up with the loose ball. He'll bring it up. And Collinsville back to work on the offensive side of things. Here is Smith. Makes his way over toward the left wing, and that is where Rayshawn Taylor is being guarded closely by Devontae Mason. So he'll just bounce it over to Harrison. Harrison will try a three-point shot. That one falls a little bit short, and the rebound belongs to Granite City. Watson brings it up. Granite City out rebounding Collinsville right now 4-1. Here's a shot by Watson, and the first 2 points of this game belong to Granite City. It's a 2-0 lead for the Warriors. 5:50 left to play here in this opening quarter. Here comes Kawan Smith. Smith trying to race his way around Wiley. Pulls up in the perimeter and hands it off to Zane Baker. Baker from the left wing, and a foul.
Off the ball, I'm thinking on Moore.
That's Keon White.
Yeah, I was going to say
6'3" junior.
Yeah, I was going to say Moore or White, one of those two.
I think it was, yeah, okay, there it is. Waiting for him to put it up on the scoreboard. They finally do. Here is Kawan Smith. He'll inbound from underneath of his own basket. Looking out front for and finding Zane Baker. Baker gives it up now to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor has it on the left wing and dribbles toward the perimeter and then gives it up to Kawan Smith. He'll take it from the left wing and out of the corner. And then has the ball poked away, but now we're going to have a foul. That was after the poke. So we'll have to see who this was on.
And that'll be
That's
on Moore.
Zidane Moore, the 6'2" senior leader of this Granite City bunch. Inbound pass will come in from Zane Baker here on this near side sideline. Nice crowd on hand as the Kahawks look for win number 9 in a row and number 22 on the year. If they get it, they'll be one away from matching Coach Lee's highest mark of 23 back in 2011. There's a big rebound by KJ, and he puts it back in for 2 points, and we are tied at 2, so 5 more rebounds for Kedrian Jones, and he'll hit 400.
That's a kind of a neat accomplishment. I wasn't aware of that, actually.
Yeah, it's nowhere close to the 651 that some guy back in the 50s had. But that was a whole different era and a whole different way of playing basketball. Here is Zidane Moore. He will inbound for Granite City deep in the corner, and he does so all the way out front to Mason, and then Mason is fouled by Kawan Smith, who found himself in foul trouble last night.
Something that I've noticed a little more, especially on the offensive end, is that Coach Lee has been looking to get Kawan Smith a little bit more involved. I noticed some in the game against Lanphier yesterday that they were having Kawan bring the ball up a little bit more. Nice move by Moore. Couldn't finish, though.
Well, couldn't finish, and now the rebound belongs to Granite City, and Moore will try it again. He'll kick it outside to Mason. Mason has it out over on the right wing. 5:45 left to play here in this opening quarter. We're just a little less than halfway through, and so far we've gotten a 2-point bucket from each team, and now another whistle.
I think that'll be on Zane Baker, maybe?
This one looks like it's going to go.
Oh, Marshall Harrison, all right.
Marshall Harrison. So Harrison picks up his first, team second, each team now with 2. And this one will result in free throws as Devontae Mason comes in with a 79.6 free throw percentage, and he hits the first one. Granite City back up by 1. Congratulations to the girls bowling team. They won their regional. They are regional champions and will be heading to sectional play next weekend. A couple of our girls finished in the top 5, second place and third place, as Mason makes both.
I believe Ashley Tillman would have been second. I went through and checked and saw that she
it's on my phone. I just don't have my phone out in front of me right now, so
all right.
I'll get to that here in just a minute. Here is, that was a pass intended for Kadrian Jones underneath the basket, but it went off of his finger, hit the backboard, and belonged to Granite City, and now a rebound on the other end belongs to Granite City, and that's going to be whistled before the shot was taken. Right now, Granite City having their way with the boards, out-rebounding Collinsville 6-2 at this point.
Blocking foul will be on Zane Baker.
Baker will pick up his first, so now Baker, Smith, and Harrison all have 1. Inbound pass will come from underneath of the Granite City basket with 4:10 left to play here in this opening quarter.
Very, very quick, very, very low scoring first quarter.
Moore looking and finding Mason. Mason has the ball in front of the scorer's bench. Dribbles with that right hand and then drives himself into the perimeter. Tries a behind-the-back dribble and almost got caught. Gives it up to Moore. Three-point shot. No one can make a three-point shot here in this game yet. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Zane Baker. Baker all the way over to Rayshawn, and Rayshawn couldn't corral that ball. That ball was heading out of bounds anyway. Taylor did a good job to get his hand on it. Moore will inbound from underneath our broadcast location here in this corner, and he'll be watched by Rayshawn Taylor. Inbound pass comes in and then goes right back to Zidane Moore. Moore brings it up court. Taylor guarding him all the way up. Collinsville not putting any pressure on in the backcourt, so it's just a two-man show. Moore and Taylor. Moore pulls back from the perimeter, takes a shot. That one doesn't fall as well. There is Kedrian Jones. Rebound number 2 on the night. Here comes Kawan Smith. Excuse me. Try to get my microphone away from my mouth, but I stepped on my cord and that didn't happen.
Foul on the play, and that will be on White.
White again. That'll be his second. 3:18 left to play here in this opening quarter. 4-2, Warriors have the lead. Very low scoring first quarter. Inbound pass will come in from Rayshawn Taylor. And right to, they've done that play a bunch of times, he and Marshall Harrison. Harrison ties this game up at 4.
They've run that inbound play a bunch of times, and a lot of times it's worked. And not really any major complexity to it. It's just works. James Grody in for the Warriors.
Wow.
Foul and run by
Mason put up a little acrobatic underhand backward shot.
Not foul.
And he made it. And now he'll head back to the free throw line. Foul belongs to Kedrian Jones. It'll be his first, team fourth. Back to the free throw line. Devontae Mason, he is already 2 for 2 in this game from there.
Collinsville kind of coming out a little bit flat, which, considering they're playing their second game in about 21 and a half hours, I guess that's kind of understandable.
There is Marshall Harrison, 6-4. 2-point lead belongs to Granite City. There is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor drives in from the right wing, bluffs a shot, gives it up to Kawan Smith. He'll take one from about 16 feet out. That one rattles, won't fall. Marshall Harrison there with the rebound and the putback. And once again, we are knotted up at 6. Here is Zidane Moore after a quick transition pass. Loses control of the ball. Collinsville gets it. Here comes Zane Baker. Baker up on the right wing, drives in, stops at the baseline, and now he's double teamed and trapped. Gets it to Marshall Harrison, to Kawan Smith, another 17-footer. That one's way short. A loose ball, never hit anything, belongs to Marshall Harrison. Harrison got the ball again before it went out of bounds. And now Rayshawn Taylor bluffs a 3, drives in, takes the acrobatic shot, good for 2. 8-6, Collinsville has a 2-point lead with 2 minutes to play here in this first quarter. Pass comes all the way up to midcourt to Zidane Moore, now over onto the far side for Mason. Make that Christian Jones, who came into the game. Another 3-point shot coming from Mason from the top of the key. That misses, and Collinsville now has more rebounds than Granite City at 7-6.
Something that I noticed on the last defensive possession for Collinsville is that they came out in that 1-2-1-1 zone press that they've been known to run upon occasion. Didn't really work too well, as Granite City were able to break it rather easily. We have a foul on Jerry Watson.
Watson picks up his first, each team now with 4. To the free throw line, that is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor hitting 65.8% of his shots from the charity stripe this year. First one, it falls through.
All
right. 9-6, Kahawks up by 3.
Aaron Moulton coming in.
Justin Wiley checking back into the game for Granite City as well. Moulton comes in for
Jones.
KJ.
Something that I noticed is that Lee started both of them in the game against Lanphier yesterday. Didn't really affect the rotations all that much. It was just something that
he starts the 2 big guys every once in a while together when he feels he needs some size. Here comes White for Granite City. He'll kick it out to the top of the key. A 3-point shot from Jones. That one is off to the left, and Granite City 0 for 5 on their 3-point shots to start this quarter off. They bring it back around outside the perimeter now, and here is Moore. Moore will back his way up toward midcourt with 1:10 left to play here in this opening quarter. 10-6, Collinsville with the 4-point lead. Here is Moore in front of the scorer's table. Brings it around to the top of the key. Gives it up over onto the wing now for Jones. Jones back into the corner for Mason. Mason back out to Jones, under a minute to go.
I think Granite City are going to might be looking for the last shot here.
This is why Coach Lee and I were talking about a shot clock in the pregame show. That would prevent that kind of stuff from happening where you waste a minute and 10 seconds just trying to take the last shot. Here is Christian Jones again. All the way back out to midcourt. 35 seconds left to play here in this first quarter.
Nice play by Zane Baker. Knock it out, but it'll stay with the Warriors.
Good poke check. They'll call that in hockey. Poke check.
My opinion on the shot clock is I don't think having it is necessarily a terrible thing. I mean, of course, it'll limit some of the some of the teams, like, especially a team like...
Take care of Waldo ball, won't it?
Yeah, but even for a team like the Lincoln Rail Splitters, a team that we see every year down in the Prairie Farms Holiday Tournament, you know, they're a team that doesn't really hold the ball, but they're just a very patient offense.
5 seconds to go. Here is Wiley trying to make his move. No move to make, so he dumps it back out front to White. Granite City is going to take a three-point shot at the buzzer and leave it till the buzzer beater to finally hit their first three-point shot of this contest, and that brings the Warriors back to within 1 point, 10-9 after 1 quarter of play. Back with quarter number 2 in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Back at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, I'm Todd Duke. The other guy's voice is Zach Roseman. We're glad that you're with us here on the Kahok Sports Network. We had a light week this week. We only had a girls game on Tuesday and then this game today, but there was a reason for that. We're going to make up for it next week. We have a very busy week next week. Only Wednesday is the day off that we have. We'll recap that schedule here as we move along in this one. Here is Zane Baker. Collinsville up by 1 point as we begin quarter number 2. Marshall Harrison puts a ball up, no good. Aaron Moulton gets the rebound, and he is fouled on the way up and will head to the line.
I'm assuming that foul will probably be on Christian Jones, and he's going to head over and get a not super intense talking to, but a talking to nonetheless from his coach, Gerard Moore. And it will be the 5th foul for the Warriors.
Moulton, a 66% free throw shooter this year, misses the first one. Kahawks have not lost a game since the championship game of their own tournament. That was last year. It's last year's news. Moulton makes one of the two. Collinsville now 3 of 4 from the free throw line here in the first half of this game. A loose ball picked up by Mason. He drives, dumps it off underneath, and count the bucket and the bruise for Justin Wiley. Foul is going to come up against Zane Baker. That'll be his second. Each team now with 5, and back or up to the free throw line is Justin Wiley. Wiley, 61% from the free throw line this year. First one, good. Well, that was the only one. Never mind. What do I mean, first one? I wrote it down wrong in my book. Collinsville now trailing by 1. Here come the Kahawks, and at the free throw line, Marshall Harrison. I don't even know how he got that shot off. He got his arm held onto, and now we're going to have a jump ball foul called, or jump ball called, and that possession arrow in favor of Granite City. Third Collinsville turnover to go along with 3 for Granite City.
And is that Jerry Watson will come back into the game?
Zane Moore going to the bench. Watson comes in. Inbound pass will come in from Keon White underneath of the Collinsville basket. It does so to Watson. Watson will throw it all the way over across the court. Now back out to the top of the key. Driving is White, and a foul.
No, ball out of bounds, I think. Yeah, ball out of bounds.
All right. Turnover Granite City.
Team Baker will inbound.
There was a big pile of bodies down there. I didn't see any hand signals. I just assumed. See what happens when you assume? Here's Kawan Smith. Smith back out in the slot. Just about 1 minute gone here in this second quarter. Over to Marshall Harrison. Harrison to Baker. Offset left of the free throw line underneath. Aaron Moulton off the glass. Can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Kawan Smith. He'll put it back up, and he'll be way short with that one. Ball saved by Marshall Harrison, but he saves it right into the hands of the Granite City Warriors. And here comes White. White travels. Fifth turnover for Granite City. 11-10 Granite City is, but they're no joke, really.
Played a pretty tough schedule. Played some teams that also, you know, with being an independent, they get to play some teams that not a lot of people from this area will see. I think they played Waterloo in their last game.
Rayshawn Taylor gives Collinsville back the lead. A timeout by Granite City will give us a chance to thank some of our sponsors. How about the Junior Service Club of Collinsville? Since 1934, the Junior Service Club has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go help the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any of the events sponsored or put on by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and that'll take you right to their page. Click on events, and you will be off and running. 6:33 left to play here in this first half. 13-12. Collinsville with the 1 point lead. Told you the last time out for Granite City, they beat Waterloo 80-65. They lost the game before that by 2 points to Confluence. Then they kind of won big time over a team out of Memphis, 75-42. But they even gave East St. Louis a pretty good run in that fifth place game here at this Prairie Farms tournament on that last day on championship day. So Granite City's got some pieces, and they have got a new coach. It's got them heading in the right direction. So all the luck to the Warriors after this game, of course.
Yeah, this is a Granite City team that's had, before this year, they've had a rough couple of years after.
Caribbean had that horrible year when he was
after
1 year coach. I think they won 4 games that year. Rebound belongs to Granite City, and up underneath the basket, trying not to throw it away, was White. He got the ball into Wiley. Now Wiley's caught in the corner, and he steps out of bounds. That's what you call putting on some pressure. That diamond press that Coach Lee was talking about in the pregame show. He said it's very hard to keep on doing throughout a game. It tires his guys out, but that's the payoff right there, is another turnover.
It's also Kedrian Jones will come back in for Marshall Harrison. Yeah, and
got the two bigs out there now, as Zane Baker will inbound all the way at the end of his bench. He'll do so in the backcourt to Kawan Smith. Smith will bring the ball up. Jerry Watson providing the coverage, but not very tough to get it across the timeline. Here is Kedrian Jones out to Zane Baker. Had the ball popped out of his hand on a pick by Jones, and then Jones gets fouled by Baker.
That'll be his third foul
sure will
already, and he and yep, as I expected, Coach Lee will bring in Laurent Zoladini as well to replace Baker. And thought for a second Marshall Harrison was going to come back in, but he is merely getting a glass of water.
Laurent Geladini checks in, playing in the junior varsity game, the 6'2" junior.
They're going to...
I don't know.
I'm a little...
technical?
I think it's on Zane Baker. That okay? Is that?
Yeah, they called another one on Zane Baker. He has 4. I'm guessing he must have said something on the sideline.
That's... Is that Zane's... As far as I could tell, that's Zane's first technical.
Zidane Moore at the free throw line all by himself, and he misses that one. More, an 82.9% free throw shooter on the year. So Hate to see that stuff happen. But he must have said something and got teed up. Wasn't anything on the floor because it came well after the first foul. And now Granite City will get the ball back. We are tied 13-13 at midcourt. Warriors will inbound the ball into the backcourt to Zidane Moore. 5:35 left to play here in this first half. Here is Zidane Moore. He dumps the ball off into the corner, almost threw it away. Gets the ball right back and takes it from the right wing back out to midcourt.
Not sure how I feel about having Aaron Moulton come out and guard Moore, but I guess if that's the matchup Lee wants. Nice shot by Moore, though.
Yeah, Moore took a shot off to the left of the free throw lane and got it to go in. Warriors have a 2-point lead. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up court, being guarded by Wiley. Taylor takes it all the way down. Baseline, count the bucket and the bruise as well. Rayshawn Taylor now with 8 points and a chance to make it 9. And that's going to be the third foul against Keon White. Collinsville has 7 fouls. Granite City with 6. Back up to the free throw line. Rayshawn Taylor, he has hit his first 2 from there.
And James Grody, the 6'8" senior, will come back in for the Warriors, looking to match up with Collinsville running their more height-based lineup.
Taylor hits another. He now has 9. Collinsville has 16, and back out to a 1-point lead for the Kahawks, and another foul. This one's going to be called away from the play against KJ.
And that's his second. And Granite City will make a substitution. And since the Warriors are in the bonus, they will be shooting 3 throws.
Devontae Mason comes back in. At the free throw line, it'll be Jerry Watson. Watson's first trip there tonight. 60% free throw shooter on the year is Watson.
Something that I noticed during the broadcast of the Lanphier game yesterday. I know I keep referring to that, but something that the broadcasters mentioned, especially during the Springfield Southeast Dalton game earlier, was that you don't want to pick up fouls 90-plus feet from the basket.
Oh, no.
And makes a lot of sense, you know, especially you're a guy like KJ. I mean, you don't really have a ton of business being out there trying to pick the ball up anyway, but.
Here is Moulton after the pass from Rayshawn Taylor. He'll give it back to Taylor in the corner, and then the ball is going to go into the backcourt. And that is Collinsville's 5th turnover.
I mean, whilst Collinsville aren't playing the greatest, I do have to give credit to the Warriors. I mean, we saw them quite a bit during the Prairie Farms tournament, and we've seen that they're not a bad team. But,
here is Zidane Moore. Moore in front of the scorer's table, takes it around to the top of the key, looking for some penetration, and that, how is that not a traveling call? He bluffed the pass and, you know, gives it to James Grody, and now Coach Lee will take a timeout. Each team now has used 1. Let's thank Metro East Roofing and Guttering, locally owned and operated since 1987 by brothers and Kahok alums, Tony and Corey Jones. Metro East Roofing and Guttering can help with your roofing, guttering, and siding needs. They're located at 1231 Lebanon Road in Collinsville. Metro East Roofing and Guttering is the hometown company you know and trust. Give them a call, 618-345-5679 today for your free estimate, and you can visit their Facebook page at Metro East Roofing and Guttering. 4:24 left to play here in this first half. Warriors now back up by 2, 18-16.
I would have to say that was a good timeout by Coach Lee, sort of take the time to calm the troops down and figure out a game plan. I mean, because if you look at this matchup on paper, it doesn't really make sense for Granite City to be up by 2 points at this point in the game. But like I said earlier, I will give credit to them. They're not a bad team. And when they're on, I can play with just about anybody.
Here is Quan Smith. Smith trying to waste around from the wing and gives it up into the left side wing now for Rayshawn Taylor. He'll drive from there to the baseline, and he steps out of bounds.
That is 7 turnovers now?
6.
6? All right.
halfway through quarter number 2. Kahawks down by 2. Granite City with a chance to extend that lead. Here is Zidane Moore. He'll bounce the ball over to Jerry Watson, and Watson will bring it up court.
Guarded by Marshall Harrison.
Watson between the leg dribble, drives in from the left side, pulls up just outside the free throw line, takes the shot, no good. There is Grody with the rebound, and the second rebound belongs to Collinsville. Kahawks bring it up. Here is Kawan Smith, who can't get the ball to roll, and the ball ends up on the ground, picked up by Zidane Moore. Moore, no look pass, dumps it off, and Devontae Mason.
Late charge called.
Wow. Mason gets his first foul.
Granite fans aren't too happy about them, and I don't really. Oh, that's on Zidane Moore. I don't really blame them. Kind of bowled over Rayshawn Taylor is sort of like a continuation. Kind of a questionable call, but if you're a Collinsville fan, you'll take it.
Geladini will inbound. 3:25 left to play here in this first half. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up across the timeline, bounces it onto the left wing for Geladini. Geladini cuts across the free throw line, takes the shot, can't get it to fall. There is Aaron Moulton with the rebound and the putback. Aaron Moulton now with 3. 18-18 is our score. 3:05 left to play here in this first half. Here is Zidane Moore trying to get across the line. He does so, being watched by Rayshawn Taylor. Throws the ball over this way for Watson. Watson back at the midcourt stripe. Inches his way forward with 2:50 left. Now he dances through the lane, takes an upside down oopsie doodle shot. No good. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor dances his way into the perimeter, and then right back out he goes. Trying to find some more room. Puts up a one-hand shot, and it swishes. How about that? 20-18. Collinsville back up by 2. 2.5 minutes to go. Here is Zidane Moore. Moore picks up his dribble. Across the way it goes and into the hands of Christian Jones. Jones gets it back over to Wiley. Wiley right at midcourt. Looks back to Coach Gerard Moore and gets his marching orders. Here is Justin Wiley. He'll back his way up to the scorer's table.
And it looks like they're going to go ahead and spread it way out like they did at the end of the first quarter. Once again, Coach Lee choosing to have Aaron Moulton come out and oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah, a little off-balance shot there by Wiley. No good. And then
foul and
a foul and another technical coming up.
Is that?
I saw the referee over here do the technical thing. This guy over here is the one who, oh, he did too. So man, oh man, Geladini picks up the first foul. And then Rayshawn Taylor picks up the technical. 2 technicals called on Collinsville here in this first half. At the free throw line, Devontae Mason. Mason has taken 5 shots from the free throw line already in this game, and he's made 3 of them.
It kind of pains me to say this, but I'm kind of getting shades of the last time Collinsville lost a game back on that rather disappointing December night against the Springfield Southeast Spartans.
Yeah, I would imagine at this point it's language, and that just needs to stop happening.
I mean,
you got to stop taking technicals from the stuff that comes out of your mouth.
I mean, some refereeing crews are going to be a lot more lenient with that sort of thing. Some aren't. Looks like this crew isn't.
Well, especially if Collinsville ends up getting themselves a reputation for mouthing off. Referees will know about it, and they'll come into this building thinking that they're going to be in for it, and as soon as it happens, you're going to get teed up. Mason, his 4th shot, and he made 2 of them. And Granite City will get the ball back. After all that, we're tied at 20, so Collinsville could be a lot worse for wear here if Granite City would be hitting their shots when they give the free ones to them.
Yeah, I mean, look at their three-point percentage too. That, you know, what are they, like 1 for 7 or something?
1 for 6.
1 for 6. So they make even 20. Heck, if they make even 20%, knocked out of bounds by Aaron, stay with Granite.
Just reached right in there and poked that one out. So we'll do the inbound pass all over again. 1:50 left to play here in this first half. Here is Christian Jones. Jones at midcourt, trying to dance his way in, and he'll take a off-balance shot from just outside the lane, and he'll hit it to give Granite City back their 2-point lead. 90 seconds left to play here in this first half. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor across the timeline, over on the right side. Gives it up over onto the right wing for Marshall Harrison. Harrison just outside the lane for Moulton, and Moulton is pushed from behind by Grody, and that'll be the 6'8" senior's first foul.
Something that I noticed when we saw quite a bit of the Granite City Warriors during the Prairie Farms tournament is that Grody's not a bad player, but he has a tendency, especially against more skilled or more athletic big men, to get into some foul trouble. In fact, banks are open.
Moulton makes the first one, gets an extra. If he makes this one, we're tied once again. It's on the way and through. So Collinsville has only missed one free throw here in this first half. And we are tied at 22. 1:15 left to play here in the first half. Bringing the ball up, Jerry Watson. Watson moves his way over in front of the scorer's table and takes it off the glass. Good for two. Collinsville brings the ball back up. Granite City leads 24-20, under a minute to play. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith over on the right side, cuts it, brings it around. Geladini. Geladini back out front now to Smith. Smith back to Geladini. He drives baseline, takes the shot, can't get it to go. Rebound belongs to Grody and Granite City. Warriors work the ball back up with 35 seconds left to play here in this first half, and Jerry Watson, his 6th point, gives Granite City a 4-point lead. Smith brings the ball up for Collinsville with 20 seconds left. Gives it to Rayshawn Taylor out at midcourt. Rayshawn dribbles and drives and picks it up and will hand off to Geladini, who hands it back to Rayshawn. 10 seconds left. Taylor dribbles and drives from the free throw line. Takes the shot, count the bucket, and the bruise as well. Taylor back to the free throw line. This foul, number 9 for Granite City, belongs to James Grody also. That'll be his 2nd. And Rayshawn Taylor, who is 3 for 3 from the free throw line, up there shooting 1 with 2.5 seconds left. Through. Here are the Warriors at the buzzer. No good. Falls a little bit short. And at the end of one half of play, 26-25 in favor of Granite City. We will now head into the halftime show, brought to you by Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Nachos, burgers, and all kinds of sides, and a host of other wonderful menu items to choose from. Cafe Agape also offers catering service as well as delivery of some of the best homemade food in the area. Call Cafe Agape today at 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. We'll take a break and we'll scour the old internet, see if we can find some scores for you. If not, we'll at least bring back the first half stats for you. That'll come your way next on the Cafe Agape halftime show on the Kahok Sports Network.
Cafe Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville. Mike's Automotive is a T3 certified tire center, and they can handle all of the basics, like oil changes and tune-ups, and the not-so-basic stuff, like complete engine rebuilds. Mike's Automotive also has 24-hour towing and has 3 locations. Millstadt, St. Louis, and in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call 345-0611 online at mikesautomotive.net and Mike's Automotive on Facebook. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, and accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs, sauces, and they donate 25 cents of each unit sold to first responder and military organizations that focus on providing aid to the fallen, suicide prevention, and PTSD awareness. Stop on by, see the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot Sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Pack Mail, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail, 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville, online, weshipstlouis.com, or call 346-4884. Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And once again, we welcome you back into our broadcast balcony here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. We are at halftime. Welcome into the Cafe Agape halftime show. Here's a look at some halftime scorers for you in boys basketball. Alton right now leading Belleville East 38-25. That game is at halftime. Also on the boys' side, I just lost it there for a second, 37-35. O'Fallon over Triad. That was a game that was earlier today. That's a final. So a 2-point win by O'Fallon. The big game, of course, going on at O'Fallon tonight in the O'Fallon shootout as Belleville West taking on Simeon, the Simeon Wolverines out of Chicago. That game scheduled for about 8 o'clock. And what other scores do we have? How about the Springfield Lutheran Crusaders beating the Metro East Lutheran Knights 58-44 in girls action. And I believe that may be, nope, got another one. Altoff over Centralia in girls action 70-60. And that looks to be it as far as today's games are concerned. Here's a look at your first half stats. Leading scorer in this game so far, Rayshawn Taylor with 14. After that, Aaron Moulton has 5, Marshall Harrison with 4, and Kadrian Jones with 2. Leading scorer for Granite City is Devontae Mason. He has 10. Jerry Watson has 6 points, 3 points each for Justin Wiley and Zidane Moore, and then a couple each for Christian Jones and James Grody. Rebounds after Collinsville was down in that department by a lot, actually, in the first half. Collinsville now leading in the rebound department 13-10. Each team has 6 turnovers. Collinsville 7 of 8 from the free throw line, while Granite City is 7 of 11. And from the three-point line, Collinsville has only taken 1 shot. They missed that one, so they are 0 for 1. Granite City has taken 6 shots. They have made 1, so they are 1 for 6. 1 point lead belongs to Granite City. Again, we'll tell you the JV team won 74-49 in that contest. And again, congratulations to our Collinsville Lady Kahawks bowling team. They finished in first place today in their opener of their playoff season as they took the regional championship. They will now head to sectional play next weekend with a chance for the team and the qualifiers to go on to state competition. And congratulations to Jalen May, Joey Bicchiotti, again in Gannon Kane, Jalen Garth, and I believe there was one more person I'm missing. Anyway, they are Kahok bowlers who did good today at the Granite City Regionals, and they will move on to sectional play as well. So congratulations, all the big Kahok wins around the area today. We hope to cap it off with a big win here tonight. Right now, 26-25. Granite City has the 1-point lead, and we are back in just a moment for quarter number 3 on the Kahok Sports Network.
Agape in Collinsville. Cafe Agape serves up delicious sandwiches, burgers, steaks, pulled pork, and the Collinsville favorite, the steak and onion sandwich. Cafe Agape has weekly lunch and dinner specials with pork steak Wednesdays, meatloaf Thursdays, and fish every Friday. Cafe Agape also offers catering service, and you can get Cafe Agape delivered now through the To-Go delivery app. Cafe Agape is open Monday through Friday from 11 to 7, and they're located at 703 St. Louis Road in Collinsville, or call 345-CAFE. That's 345-2233.
And we welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium here at Collinsville High School. I'm Todd Duke. Zach Roseman will be back as soon as his band duties are complete. As we get you set for the second half, 26-25. Warriors with the 1-point lead. Collinsville will get the ball back first as we begin this second half of play. And remind you that the girls basketball playoff schedule came out. Collinsville Lady Kahoks will take on the Granite City Lady Warriors on Monday, February the 11th at 7:30 from O'Fallon. As Taylor starts us off by hitting a two-pointer. Here comes Granite City, 27-26. Collinsville with the lead. Warriors with the ball. Here is Grody at the free throw line, and a pass that's picked off by Kawan Smith. He'll take it down, underhand, can't get it to go. Grody gets the rebound for the Warriors, and now another turnover as Rayshawn Taylor ends up with it. He'll take it from the reverse side, and he'll hit 2 more points. And just like that, the Kahawks have retaken this lead. 29-26. The Warriors with the ball. Over to Moore. Moore. One-arm pass over to Mason. And another loose ball. This one picked up by Zane Baker, and Baker will go in all alone. Count it for 2 more. And just like that, Collinsville picks up the first 6 points here in this third quarter. And now Coach Moore would like a timeout, and he's not a very happy guy. Let's thank the Collinsville Education Association. The CEA is your partner as they ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or check out the CEA's website, collinsvillecea.org. Also, let's thank my buddy Peyton Blaylock. Looking to buy a home or sell your current one? You can trust the Blaylock team of RE/MAX Alliance with all of your real estate needs. If you buy or sell with the Blaylocks, they will donate $200 to your favorite Kahok Booster Club. Call Peyton or Emily today, 618-780-4622, or you can check them out online, www.blaylockteam.com. 31-26, 6:48 left to play here in this third quarter. We're just underway in the third quarter, and Collinsville has scored the first 6 points, and that prompted Coach Gerard Moore to use one of his timeouts. Granite City now has 3 timeouts left as Moore gets set to inbound right at midcourt. He'll do so to Wiley. Wiley brings it around to the top of the key and gives it up to Moore. Moore. Oh, another turnover. Granite City's got turnovers coming in bunches here in this third quarter. Here is Marshall Harrison. Harrison in front of his own bench. Brings it around, now gives it up to Kawan Smith, who gives it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor will back his way out to midcourt, and a whistle away from the play. And a foul call. This one's going to go against Keon White. That'll be his 4th. Zane Baker is out there right now with 4 fouls as well, but I do believe that Coach Moore is not going to keep his guy out there very much longer. And here comes Grody in to take the place of Keon White. Inbound pass will come in from Rayshawn Taylor. It'll come in underneath of the Collinsville basket, all the way down at the other end. Taylor gets it into Kadrian Jones, and Jones is got the ball clamped on. Jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Granite City, so Collinsville will turn the ball over for the first time here in this second half. Zane Moore looking to inbound. He'll do so to Jerry Watson. Watson weaves his way around a couple of defenders and Kawan Smith and KJ, and a bounce pass out front. Zane Baker picks it up and then throws the ball away, and that was one of those very quick exchanges of turnovers. Granite City turned the ball over. Zane Baker got it on the ground and then threw the ball toward the sideline, trying to find Kadrian Jones. And now another picked off pass. Here is KJ, dumps it off to Kawan Smith. Oh man, get that out of here, said Granite City, and a 3-point shot from the corner for Rayshawn Taylor misses. And there is Grody with the rebound for Granite City. They'll bring the ball up quickly, and another ball that is out of bounds, poked that way by Zane Baker. He poked it right between the legs of Zidane Moore. And now Moore will head out of the game. Back to the bench. Devontae Mason will come in, and he will get the ball in the inbound on the backcourt side of things. 5:40 left to play here in this third quarter. Collinsville out front by 5, 31-26. With the ball, Granite City. Here is Mason. Mason. Oh, I think that was just a little bit too much movement there, but no call. In any case, rebound belongs to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up, dumps it off to Kawan Smith. Smith into the corner now for Taylor. Taylor tried the baseline, no room to move there. Gets it back out front now to Zane Baker. Baker will just hand the ball back to Rayshawn, and now back out front to Kawan Smith it goes. Smith takes it all the way over onto the left side. Gives it to Marshall Harrison. Harrison to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor from the left wing, kicks it out to Zane Baker. Baker backs it away now from the free throw line and gives it up over on the right wing now for Marshall Harrison. Out front for Smith. Back over onto the right wing for Baker. Bounce pass into the corner. Kawan Smith, baseline move, takes it off the glass, good for 2. Kawan Smith's first points here in this game. There's another rebound. And Taylor with a slam home. Rayshawn now with 20 points. We have a foul on the play. That's going to go against Kedrian Jones. That'll be his third. Kahawks up 35-26, 4:20 left to play here in this third quarter. Pass comes in, and Granite City trying to break the press. They do so. Up to Moore. Moore on the left wing trying to dribble his way in. No room. He'll throw it all the way back out front now for Jones. Jones over on the far side for Wiley. Make that Mason. Mason takes it all the way back and gives it up to Moore. 3-point shot. Falls a little bit short. Rebound belongs to Kedrian Jones. Kahawks bring the ball back up. There's Kawan Smith. Smith dribbles his way over and stops at the wing and brings it back out to the top of the key. Now onto the left wing for Marshall Harrison. Harrison back to Jones and now back to Smith. Smith back over to Rayshawn Taylor. He'll launch a long 3-point shot. That one's a little bit short. And the rebound comes all the way out to KJ in that corner. He'll give it up to Zane Baker, who now gives it up to Kawan Smith. Back over to Rayshawn Taylor. Baseline, Harrison. Back to Taylor, back to Harrison. He thought about that 3. Did Harrison from the corner, but Grody closed up quickly. Here is KJ with a shot, but he couldn't get it to go in. And the rebound belongs to Granite City. Here comes Zidane Moore, and now Moore. Blocking foul, my butt. Moore totally bowled over Rayshawn Taylor, and Taylor going to get called for his second foul. And to the free throw line, it'll be Zidane Moore. Are they going to switch that now? No. Not a free throw. Kedrian Jones will come in, go out. Aaron Moulton will come in to take his place. Zidane Moore. Inbounds. Into the corner. Gives it up for Jones. Back out front now for Mason. Mason. To Moore. Back out to Jones. Jones to Moore. Moore from the left wing trying to dribble his way in. No room there, so he kicks it back out. Now Jones. Back to Moore. 4-3. He rattles it home. Zidane Moore's first 3-point shot tonight. Only the second 3-point shot made in this game, and both of them belong to Granite City. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor dribbles his way up toward the right wing where he gives it up now to Kawan Smith. Smith out front And to the top for Zane Baker. Baker dribbles, drives, spin move, free throw line, shot, no good. Rebound, Kawan Smith puts it up, can't get it to go in. Next rebound belongs to Moulton. Moulton puts it back up and a foul to boot. Aaron Moulton, 3 for 4 at the free throw line here in this game. He was the only one to miss a free throw in that first half for Collinsville as they went 7 for 8. And now a 37-29 lead for Collinsville. Collinsville trailed by 1 at the end of the second half. Moulton makes his free throw, and the only basket so far in this second half for Granite City was that Zidane Moore three-pointer. 38-29, Collinsville with the lead, 2 minutes to go here, and another steal by Kawan Smith, and count the bucket, and Smith will head to the free throw line for a freebie. Kawan didn't have any points in that first half, now with 4 quick ones here in this third quarter and a chance to make it 5. Foul, that belongs to Devontae Mason, that's his first, team third. And Kawan Smith to the free throw line for the first time tonight, coming in shooting 53.7% from the charity stripe. Smith looked like it was going to miss onto the left-hand side, but it got enough of the rim to climb back in and drop down. Here is Jerry Watson. Watson gets the ball over on the far side wing for Tippett. Tippett, first time into this game. Jaquez Tippett. Now over to Moore. He'll launch a long three-point shot, and he'll drain it. Well, you're going to have to shut that avenue down for Moore if he's going to get hot from three-point land, and that was a three-point shot that would have been good from the NBA three-point line. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, 41-32. Collinsville up by 9. Taylor has the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds, so Collinsville will inbound from underneath of their own basket with 1:22 left to play here in this third quarter. Taylor will handle the inbound duties and do so to, we have a foul. It's going to go against Aaron Moulton. Moulton away from the play. According to the referee, used his elbow and his arm to kind of create some distance between he and the Granite City player. So Collinsville commits their 8th turnover. And for Moulton, that's his first foul. Here is Tippett, almost lost the ball. Instead, it turns into 2 points. 41-34. Collinsville with the lead and the ball. Here comes Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor with 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. Drives, free throw line, has it stripped out of his hands. Marshall Harrison ends up with it to Zane Baker from the free throw line. Shot off the glass, won't go. Moulton gets the rebound, and he's fouled as he tries to go back up. So Moulton will head back to the free throw line. This one is going to go against Christian Jones. That'll be his second, team 4th, and Moulton back at the free throw line after just hitting one there a moment ago.
Nice to see Collinsville making a run. You know, I was not able to watch the first half of the third quarter, but from what I saw as I was walking back, looks like Collinsville are getting back to playing the way they can play.
Yeah, I can't get that one to fall either, but there is Rayshawn Taylor with the rebound, and Taylor cuts it right back to where it came from and makes it count for 2.
He now has
22. Here's Tippett. He will underhand it to Moore. Moore, he will try another three-pointer. This one falls a little short. There is Kawan Smith with the rebound for Collinsville. He'll give it up to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor brings the ball up with 20 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Rayshawn back at the scorer's table. Directing traffic and now on the move and cuts through, takes the shot. It's short. Moulton gets the rebound. Can't get it all the way back up there. And the second rebound belongs to Granite City, but they turn it over. And Kawan Smith turns it into 2 more points. Right at the end of the third quarter, in which Collinsville has reclaimed the lead. It's an 11-point lead now. Granite City led by 1. after the end of the first half, but Collinsville has stretched it to an 11-point advantage. And we are back to tell you all about the fourth quarter in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online sloanspubhouse.com. First National Bank of Waterloo. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo in O'Fallon for your mortgage and lending needs. Why? Super low closing costs, low construction loan rates, and they do so much to support our local communities. When you need a loan, come see Bill Metzger at First National Bank of Waterloo. Call Bill at 618-632-1010 or visit him at 104 Regency Park in O'Fallon or online fnbwaterloo.com. That's my bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Back here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, Todd Duke, Zach Roseman along with you. Fourth quarter action is right here. 45-34. Collinsville up by 11. Speaking of 11, number 11, Kawan Smith has the ball for Collinsville as he takes it around over to the left wing for Rayshawn Taylor. Now to Laurent Geladini. Geladini gives to Harrison in the paint, off the high glass, can't get it to fall. Kawan Smith, the smallest guy on the court with the rebound, but he couldn't put it back. Next rebound belongs to Granite City. Here comes Christian Jones. Jones works the ball up and will give it up now to Watson. Watson over into the corner for Moore. Back to Watson. Fake pass. He'll drive, kick it back out to Moore for another three-point shot, and that one's good. Three-pointers for Zidane Moore here in this second half, and that brings his team back to within 8.
I tell you, when he's on, Zidane Moore is a fun player to watch.
He didn't take that many three-point shots in the first half as he has here in the second half, but he's all over it right now. Here is Geladini, and he is fouled on a reach-in try by Christian Jones. That'll be his third. Fifth team foul now for Granite City. Here is Geladini inbounding now to Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor, 14 first half points. He already has 8 here in the second half. Here is Geladini. Back out to Taylor. Rayshawn gives it up to Marshall Harrison. Harrison will hand the ball back off. Rayshawn trying to drive baseline. He'll just pull up, take a shot. Almost went. Rattle all the way around the rim, and there the rebound put back belonging to Marshall Harrison. Harrison now at 6 points. 47-37. Kahawks out to a 10-point advantage. Here is Jones. He'll take a three-point shot from the NBA line, and that one misses. Collinsville pulls away the rebound. Here is Rayshawn Taylor once again. Taylor brings the ball up. Over on the far side, Kawan Smith. Smith back to the top of the key. Back over on the left wing. Over to Taylor. Rayshawn in front of his own bench with 6 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. He'll give it up to Marshall Harrison, and Harrison, baseline, shot. That was almost an impossible angle, and that ball never did hit rim or backboard, but a turnover by Granite City will give the ball right back to Collinsville.
Another steal for Quan Smith. He's probably got about 6 of those now. Or
could be. Coming into this game, I think he and Zane Baker had 129 steals for their careers. I just found that was kind of funny that they both have the exact same amount of steals, and one's a senior and one's a junior. Here is Smith. Smith will have a lot more of those this year and next year. Now the ball gets knocked out of Marshall Harrison's hand, so we'll do it all over again. Taylor will inbound. He'll do so into the corner for Harrison. Out onto the wing for Smith. Top of the key for Geladini. Into the paint. Moten. One bounce. Turns around. Takes the shot. I believe that was Rayshawn Taylor who got a hand on that and knocked that the rest of the way in. And that's exactly who they give it to. So he now has 24. Had 31 in last night's victory over Springfield Lanphier. And on his way to maybe another 30-point game here in this one. Here is Jerry Watson. Watson gives the ball up to Moore, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Kawan Smith. Skeet, they call him here on the Kahok basketball team. A perfect nickname for that guy.
No idea where it came from, but
He's just fast, feet, hands, everything. Everything about him's fast. He's got great hand-eye coordination. There's a dump off underneath for Wiley. He had no room, so he had to back out. Gives it to Grody at the free throw line. His shot hits the fat part of the iron, and the rebound pulled down by Wiley. Nothing doing there. Get that out of my house. Here is Rayshawn Taylor, and he's fouled down the way by Justin Wiley, and Wiley will pick up his first foul of the game. It'll be the Warriors' 6th here in this second half.
Enter Zane Baker and Kedrian Jones. That block by Moulton was...
that was huge. Moulton and Gelladini head to the bench.
Dare I say it, E.J. Liddell-esque?
Grody and Jones head to the bench for Granite City as Devontae Mason checks back in, as does Keon White with his 4 fouls. So each player with 4 fouls for Collinsville and Granite City on the floor right now. No look underneath. Oh, man. Marshall Harrison and Rayshawn Taylor were the only 2 on the court that knew that was going to happen, and they played it off perfectly. 51-37, Collinsville stretches their lead. 4:25 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Pass comes in and then back out to Wiley. Wiley dumps it off in the corner for Watson. Watson didn't have a lot of room. Moore, another 3-point shot from the corner. That one skips across the rim. Rebound belongs to Rayshawn Taylor, up to Kawan Smith, and just like that, Kawan Smith is in double digits. 9. I was 1 off. He'll get there. 4 minutes to go here in this fourth quarter. Pass comes over to Watson. Watson has it on the left side wing. And now a timeout going to be called by Coach Moore. I believe that leaves them with 2 timeouts left. Let's thank Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Whether building a new home, making an addition to the home you currently own, or finally getting around to that remodeling job you've been putting off, Pace Design and Construction in Maryville can help. They provide the highest quality, they are dedicated to their customers, and they are committed to completing your project on time and within budget. Pace Design and Construction in Maryville. Give them a call, 618-407-5466, or online, pacedesignconstruct.com. Let's also thank Chapman Trucking, LLC. Chapman Trucking is a local Collinsville business owned and operated by 1994 Collinsville graduate Christy Chapman. With over 9 years of experience, Chapman Trucking LLC can take care of all of the heavy lifting when it comes to hauling aggregate materials such as sand, driveway rock, dirt, boulders, and more. And that includes getting your heavy work equipment to your work site. Give Christy a call for a free estimate. Chapman Trucking LLC, 618-960-9346, or online at chapmantruckingllc.net.
This is kind of a unrelated topic, but the Lady Kahawks girls basketball team has their regionals in O'Fallon next week.
Yep.
Their first
the week after next.
A week after. Yeah, week after next. That's right.
Dribble and a drive and a foul, so count the 2 points for Jerry Watson. He now has 8. And the foul is going to belong to Kedrian Jones. That'll be his 4th, so now he and Zane Baker on the floor with 4 fouls. And to the free throw line, Jerry Watson for the first time here tonight. Watson, 60.5% free throw shooter on the year. No good on his only shot. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Warriors with the ball. Watson once again. Over to Moore and to Watson. 3-pointer from the corner. That one hits the side of the backboard. Watson gets his own rebound, puts it up. Still can't get it to go in. Another rebound. This one belongs to White, and then a foul coming up. Rayshawn Taylor thought it was going to be a jump ball called, but this one's going to go against Marshall Harrison.
I honestly thought that there was some traveling before that.
Yeah, I thought that was what the whistle was for. You thought traveling, I thought traveling. Rayshawn thought jump ball, but it was a foul. And he steps out of bounds. Does Keon White.
Went for the quick give and go off the inbound and didn't make it quite across the baseline.
Here is Taylor. Rayshawn. 24 points on the night. Over to Quan Smith. Smith dribbles and underhands it back, and now to the free throw line for Marshall Harrison. Back out to Zane Baker, and then to Taylor. Rayshawn backs his way up to the midcourt stripe. 3:05 left to play. Fourth quarter. Collinsville looking to go 22-3 on the year.
That would be their best season since
23 wins during the 2011-2012 season under Coach Lee. Here's Marshall Harrison. He takes a shot, and the ball gets knocked out of bounds by Zidane Moore. So Collinsville will keep it.
Didn't we have 22 or 23 wins in the
I believe we had 20. Well, Coach Lee, I think, has had 20 twice. And then he had the 23-win season in 2011, but not since then.
I thought they had a year where they had like 20 or 23 or a good year. I think like 2013, 2014 or somewhere in that general vicinity back when we had the likes of Anferny Wilkinson, Sean Davis, Amandre Rickman, who is now at...
That's a backcourt violation anyway. So Collinsville will turn the ball over for the 11th time. Granite City has 15 of those. 2:23 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up 53-39.
Look for barring anything crazy happening. Look for another three from Moore.
Oh, Moore hits his fourth three-pointer here in this second half. Collinsville trying to break just a little bit of pressure being put on by Granite City. Now here is Rayshawn Taylor racing it up the far side. That ball ends up out of bounds, put there by Keon White. So Collinsville will inbound, but not before Coach Lee calls a timeout. Let's thank the City of Collinsville. You can check out the City of Collinsville's Facebook page for information on upcoming events in Collinsville. And as always, the City of Collinsville is a proud supporter of the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and they wish all district athletes good luck this sports season. Girls, they're in action versus Granite City Monday, February the 11th at 7:30 for their first playoff game. I would imagine, everybody would imagine that Collinsville should win that game, but you never can tell. Collinsville has already beat Granite City pretty handily twice this year. And if Collinsville wins that game, then they will have to take on Springfield in the next game. That'll be Wednesday, February the 13th at 7:30. Right now, Springfield 25-5 on the year. So that's a very good team. They are undefeated in their conference at 14-0. So Collinsville will have a pretty good time getting out of that first game, but they are going to have a hard time getting out of that second game. And then, of course, you have the Quincy Regional. That features Edwardsville, so you can pretty much forget about anybody else in that regional having a good regional competition. Well, you never can tell, as we always say. You got to play the games. That's why they play the games. And
well, I mean, Edwardsville did lose to Highland, and
Coach Lee had a 20-win season in the 14-15 season and a 20-win season in the 9-10 season, but his best was the 23 wins I told you about in 2011-2012. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. His ball falls a little short. Rebound belongs to Granite City. And they bring it up, do the Warriors. Here is Devontae Mason. Mason takes a three-point shot. That one misses the mark. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. 90 seconds left to play here in this one, and there is Zidane Moore's third foul. Yeah, it's not since 13 straight wins in the 93-94 season under Bob Boone. That one's next on the list for this Kahok team if they can get this one tonight to make it 9 in a row. Wow. And, of course, you have the 1961 team that didn't lose a game, so nobody's going to beat that 32 wins in a row streak there. Here is Rayshawn Taylor at the free throw line, and he misses. Rebound belongs to Granite City. Here is Jerry Watson. Watson, he made me dizzy just doing all those spin moves. Over into the corner it goes, and here comes Wiley. He'll take a shot off the glass. Good for, actually, that was Mason who scored those.
Coach Moore wants timeout.
Yeah, the 32-0 team in 1961 would be the one that has the biggest win streak. as far as win streaks in one season is concerned, but you're going to have to go all the way back to the 1993-94 team that won 13 straight. Other than that, you have 6 in a row by Coach Lee and the 14-15 Kahawks. 3 6-game win streaks in that 2011-2012 season, but nothing that the likes of what we're seeing right now, which is 8 in a row and about to need number 9 with 1:16 left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Well, I will say that the Kahoks are going to be hard-pressed to get number 10.
Oh, nothing but conference games from here on out, man.
Well, I mean, you have a date with Belleville West in a makeup game of a game that was.
And then a week later, you got them again. Now, right now, after this game, at Belleville West on the 5th, against Alton on the 8th, at Edwardsville on the 12th, here against Belleville West on the 15th, at Belleville East on the 19th, and then the final game of the year here against East St. Louis. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough tree to climb, but we can do it.
Well, I mean, Belleville West did show that when they have an off night, they are beatable. Watching one of the games before the Collinsville-Lanphier game at the O'Fallon shootout was the Maroons taking on O'Fallon.
Yeah, O'Fallon gave them a pretty good run for their money.
Yeah.
Second foul for Devontae Mason will send Kawan Smith to the free throw line. Smith 1 for 1 from the charity strip tonight.
Of course, Belleville West have that big game tonight against
Simeon.
Against the Simeon Wolverines.
Smith couldn't make that one fall. Rebound belongs to Granite City, and a three-point shot from the corner misses the mark for Devontae Mason, and then a whistle afterwards.
Foul, I believe, on number 3. That is. Oh, they're going to give that to Devontae Mason. And look for.
Mason's third.
Look for Coach Lee to probably. No, he's not. I was expecting Coach Lee to empty his bench, but guess not.
Marshall Harrison at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Marshall, 55.3% shooter in Collinsville, has missed their last 2 free throws now. Here is Zidane Moore. He kicks it outside to Tippett. Tippett just outside the lane, brings it out. 3-point shot on the way. Misses the mark off of the hands of Kristen Jones, and then a whistle will follow.
I believe that'll be on Zidane Moore, and that is his 4th.
Right now in the first quarter, Belleville West has a 4-point lead over Simeon, 18-14. At the free throw line, Kadrian Jones, his first trip to the line tonight as well. 47.7% free throw shooter on the year is Kadrian.
And both Granite City will back off as many people as I think they legally can, and Collinsville will back off everybody.
Jones hits the first one. 43.4 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Jerry Watson will come back in for Granite City. Second free throw is good.
Jones hits both, makes it a 11-point lead, 55-44.
Number 24, that is.
For them, Marlon Baker.
Come in.
Here is Zidane Moore. He'll pop a three-pointer from way out again and hit another one. Wow. His 5th three-pointer here in this second half, and Coach Moore is going to call another timeout as that got his team to within 8. Did Granite City after that Moore three-pointer. 36 seconds left. Tall task to order, but stranger things have happened in the game of basketball.
Not impossible.
No. That's why Coach Moore called a timeout. What does that leave them? None? Are they out?
If our count is correct, then yes, they are out.
I believe our count is correct. So we'll see how Moore and his timeout will help his team, if it does at all.
Well,
here's the battle of flips by the cheerleading squads. That didn't last very long. I think we won that one. 36 seconds left. 55-47, Kahawks with the lead. Inbound pass will come in from Zane Baker underneath of the Granite City basket. Baker brings it into Rayshawn Taylor, and Taylor is immediately fouled. That's probably why they brought in Marlon Baker, is to give up fouls.
Well, if that was their goal, then they succeeded.
That they have.
Although-
Rayshawn Taylor will head to the free throw line, and Rayshawn is a perfect 4 for 4 tonight from the free throw line.
So probably not the guy you want to foul.
That's why you gave it. That's why the inbound pass went right to him.
Well, looks like Keon White will come back in along with somebody else. Ray's first free throw is good.
Rayshawn now 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Next one will give his team back a double-digit lead at 10.
And if he makes it, we'll give him 26 points.
On the way through. Rayshawn looks like he found that touch that he had last year. He was struggling a little bit from the free throw line, I thought. Another Zidane Moore three-pointer. That one was an air ball.
And with 28.9 seconds left, Coach Moore will bring in another substitution. That is Devontae Mason.
Also, Brian Hines, the 6'3" sophomore, checks into the game for the first time, as does Jacob Bullock, the 6'2" junior.
I think at this point he's emptying his bench and
Collinsville will do the same.
bringing in Thomas Bardwell, Logan Carlisle, Dylan Otempo, Laurent Gelladini, and Aaron Moulton. Full-scale line change for the last 29 seconds of this ball game.
Starters get a good hand from the student body cheering section right behind the Kahawks bench.
A little small, but I guess for a Saturday.
Yeah, it is. It is Saturday night. You are correct.
You don't often see much.
Well, the inbound pass comes in to Logan Carlisle, and Carlisle accidentally dribbled the ball out of bounds. So give the ball back to Granite City. Jacob Bullock will take care of the inbounding now for the Warriors. Top of the key, three-point shot, hits the front of the rim. No good. There is Gelladini with the rebound for the Kahawks. Kahawks bring it up with 15 seconds left to go. Granite City will slowly let them bring it across the timeline, and Collinsville will just hold on to the ball and let the time dwindle on down. 57-47 is going to be our final score. Collinsville wins their 9th in a row, and the Kahawks are now 22-3 on the year. As we welcome you in now to the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show. Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now, their focus is on Valentine's Day. That's right, kids. It's the 2nd of February. That means 12 short days until the big Valentine's Day arrives. So, guys, give Cullip Jennings a call. They'll help you out. 344-0404 or online at cullipjennings.com. Post-game show comes your way next on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Cullip Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullip Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullip Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullip Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullip Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullipjennings.com. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their 2nd year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com.
At Visionary Wealth Advisors, we empower you to see your future before it's your future. to create your inheritance. To build your vision. To anticipate the known and unknown. And to find potential in both. And build new dawns. Visionary Wealth Advisors.
I'm a hot babe out jogging. I'm out making sure this stays a 10 when you drive by. You're checking out my awesome headband when... Oops. That's when you find out your cut rate insurance, it ain't paying for this. So get Allstate. Save cash and be better protected from mayhem, like me.
Mayhem is everywhere. Are you in good hands? Call me, Mike Cluck with Allstate, for a quote today.
Hi, I'm Colton Pareko. I want to thank the team at RE/MAX Alliance for helping me find my first home. It couldn't have been any easier. If you're in the game for a new home, contact my friends at RE/MAX Alliance.
All Pro Tees is your place for custom apparel for your school, business, sports team, and more. All Pro Tees offers a variety of services and options, and they'll walk you through that process step by step. They pride themselves in being a local Collinsville business, and they specialize in helping their clients promote and grow that business, all with custom apparel. All Pro Tees, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or call 344-2200. Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their second year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Call 855-9100 or online, sloanspubhouse.com. Cullup Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Cullup Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all design styles from traditional to trend-setting. Cullup Jennings Florist is, of course, your place for beautiful flowers suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Cullup Jennings Florist is there for any of life's major moments. Cullup Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online, cullupjennings.com.
And we welcome you back into the Cullup Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Your Collinsville Kahawks victorious here tonight, 57-47, and the Kahawks now 22-3 on the year as Collinsville assistant head coach Eric Anderson joins us on the post-game program. First, before we get to basketball stuff, congratulations on the new addition to your family. How's sleep been?
We're not getting a whole lot of sleep, but it's worth it. Yeah, thank you.
What? Tell us a little bit about the daughter, right?
Yeah, well, I have a 3-year-old daughter, and we just had a baby boy.
Baby boy. What's the boy's name?
Rudy.
Rudy?
Rudy Matthew, yes.
Where'd you come up with that name?
That's
from the movie?
No, not the movie. That's what everyone says, but my wife's grandpa,
Gotcha.
who had passed away, we're honoring him. He was Rudolph, went by Rudy, so we're going with Rudy. So, yeah, he looks like a Rudy.
He looks like a Rudy.
Yeah.
Rudy Anderson. It has a nice ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, I guess,
Future sports star?
We'll see. I don't know.
All right. Let's talk about your JV squad. First 74-49. They were victorious, but, man, you wouldn't have figured that at the end of one half when it was only a 2-point difference.
Yeah, we made a few adjustments at halftime. We came out in the zone, and I think that really bothered them. We slowed them down. They were just beating us to the basket too much, and once we kind of took their aggressiveness away a little bit, that helped us a lot, and we were able to execute offense. And honestly, it's pretty much the same thing we'll talk about in the varsity game. And came out, made some adjustments, and kids played a little bit harder and found a way to win.
How are the the junior varsity boys doing? I get to see a little bit of them, but most of the time I'm up here doing paperwork and setting up my equipment and stuff.
I think we're 3 over now, 3 over 500, and like we've talked about in the past, it's difficult because we don't get a lot of practice time to run our own stuff, and it's kind of a, you got moving parts where there's different personnel from game to game, and guys filling in, and guys get pulled up to varsity, and so we've had some injuries and some different things happen, a little adversity, but the kids we had tonight, they did a nice job.
Yeah, I was watching a little bit of it. Tell me a little bit more about Josh Chambers, 6'5" sophomore. I like his body size and his style out there.
Yeah, we got Josh Chambers and David Granger, both sophomores, both about 6'5", 6'6". They're long in there, and they're big. I mean, that's why we went that zone, and big reason I did it is just keep one of them near the basket all the time. You get that shot block, that rim protector, and it's tough to score in there on those guys. And they give our varsity problems in practice. And let alone JV level. I mean, they're a load in there, so they just got to keep working, keep developing, and get a little bit better offensively. But I think they're going to be nice contributors down the next couple of years.
Good. Look forward to seeing them. All right, let's move on to the varsity side of things. 10-point win, but it was kind of a tough win.
Yeah, it was a struggle. We knew it would be. I mean, Granite's they're not a bad team. They played well in our tournament.
Right.
A few weeks ago, and we thought, you got to come ready to play, and they're capable, they're athletic, and they're quick. And they bothered us a little bit. They were getting to the basket, and going zone really helped us coming out in the second half. We wanted to kind of see how they attacked it, and luckily they didn't attack it very well for a while. And get out of here, Clay. Clay Smith's bothering me.
I know.
And so they hit some, and all they were really getting were threes that third quarter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Zidane Moore went on fire. If he would have done any of that in the first quarter, you guys might have been in trouble.
Yeah, and and that's kind of the gamble you take going zone. They're going to get some threes, but we thought that's all they're going to get.
Yeah.
And they really didn't get to the basket. They didn't get to the free throw line, and we were able to get going offensively and got a little lead on them. And it's tough if all you're relying on is deep threes. And like it showed, it's hard to hit enough of them.
Yeah, you guys didn't really bother taking outside shots at all. You only took 3 3-pointers all night. Didn't hit any of them, but it didn't matter.
These guys, they don't really look to shoot too many threes. They like to attack the basket. We want to try to get to the free throw line and make free throws. We did a little bit better job tonight.
Oh, yeah, 13 to 17 is pretty good.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that was a little bit better job. We missed a few at the end.
Yeah.
But overall, we shot better, and we try to preach, let's not settle for threes. Let's, if we can give ourselves a chance to get a layup first, and then if we can play inside out, get a kick out for a three, we'll take it. But, tonight they were able to get to the basket a little bit more. They didn't settle for threes.
Yeah, if you have to rely on the three-point shot, you're not going to win a lot of games.
Yeah, and percentage-wise, that's not
right.
It's not really one of our strengths. Getting to the basket is, so.
Nothing but Southwestern Conference matches from here on out, man.
Yes, we got a tough one coming bouncing back Tuesday. Belleville West Tuesday. We got Alton Friday, and then it's Tuesday, Friday, and we start postseason. So we still have Belleville West twice. We got Alton again. Belleville East, Edwardsville, and then East St. Louis. We got them.
East St. Louis to close it out. You got to take on Belleville West twice in 10 days now because of that snowed out game.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, that's going to be tough for any team. But I think our kids are excited. We haven't gone this long in the season. We haven't played them yet.
Yeah. Well, because the game got moved to that Tuesday, I already had scheduled the girls' senior night here. So my equipment is going to be here doing senior night for the girls. Chris Kettler is going to take along his phone and do the live Facebook on the Facebook page. So
okay, great.
Both games will be on, just on different things. So
sure.
I won't see you Tuesday. Good luck Tuesday. I will see you Friday against Alton.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks, sir.
Thanks, Todd.
All right, that is Eric Anderson, the assistant coach for your Collinsville Kahawks and the head guy over the junior varsity team. Both teams win here tonight, 74-49 on the junior varsity side, and the varsity guys took care of business as well, 57-47. Leading scorer in this one was Rayshawn Taylor. He had 26 points. He was the only Kahawk in double figures. Kwan Smith got close with 9. Marshall Harrison got close as well. So did Aaron Moulton. Both of them had 8 points. Kedrian Jones with 4, and Zane Baker with 2. Leading scorer for Granite City was Zidane Moore with 18 points. 15 of those came in the second half, all on 3-pointers. After that, Devontae Mason had 12. Jerry Watson ended up with 8. Justin Wiley had 3, and then 2 points apiece for Christian Jones, James Grody, and Jaquez Tiplett. Other numbers. Collinsville did win the rebound battle, 28-22. Granite City turned the ball over 15 times compared to 12 for Collinsville. And from the lines, Collinsville, as we mentioned, hit 13 of 17 free throws, while Granite City hit 8 of 12. Collinsville went 0 for 3 from beyond the three-point stripe, while Granite City hit 6 of 20. 5 of those came from Zidane Moore. It went like this. Collinsville had a 1-point lead after 1 quarter of play when it was 11-10. The Warriors then outscored Collinsville in that second quarter, 16-14 to reverse that 1-point lead. So it was the Warriors who had a 1-point lead after the first half of play was over. And then Collinsville came out, played some defense, played very good defense, and scored the first 8 points of that third quarter and ended up outscoring Granite City 20-8 in that very decisive third quarter. And then Granite City outscored Collinsville in that fourth quarter 13-12. That is going to do it for us from here tonight. Again, we have a very busy week coming up for you next week. We start off Monday night at Granite City for some Kahok hockey playoff action. It's game number 1 of a best-of-3 series against the Columbia Eagles. The first game taking place at the Granite City Ice Rink Monday night at 7:30. Tuesday, we will be back here to bring you the Lady Kahok basketball game against Belleville East on the Lady Kahawks senior night. That's their final home game of the year, while Chris Kettler will be out at Belleville West giving you the live feed from the Kahawks Belleville West E.J. Liddell versus Rayshawn Taylor game. That'll be on our Facebook page. Wednesday, we have the day off. We don't have anything. Thursday, we don't know yet. It all depends on what happens with the hockey situation. The hockey team has games 1 on Monday, game 2 on Tuesday. Now, if they win both of the first 2 games, then that series is over. There will be no game 3 on Thursday, and if there's not, then we will go to Belleville West and bring you the final girls' regular season finale against the Maroons. If the hockey team does indeed have a game 3, then we will, of course, bring you that one instead of the girls' basketball game Thursday night. And regardless of what happens, then we'll be back here Friday for more boys basketball action as your Collinsville Kahawks take on the Alton Redbirds. We'll update the Facebook page tomorrow with all of that information so you don't have to worry about trying to remember what I just said. All right, so again, a big congratulations to the girls bowling team. They took the regional championship and will be headed off to sectionals next weekend. We had 4 of our Kahawk wrestlers advance out of regionals into sectionals. The junior varsity team won, and the varsity team won here at Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, so it's been a good day if you are a fan of the purple and the white. That's going to do it for us. My name is Todd Duke. A big thank you to Coach Lee joining us on the pregame show, Coach Anderson on the postgame show, and, of course, Zach Roseman for taking care of the camera and giving us a little color commentary as well. My name is Todd Duke, and until Monday night, everyone have a fantastic weekend.